Hello students, in a previous video we have seen how we can add this add button, which is link button, inside this ID column. Then inside student name there is one text box, then inside course there is another text box, and inside city column there is one more text box, which are under footer template. This is the footer template, and we are setting the property of show footer as true. So we are seeing this footer template or footer row. Now we need to add one code for this add button event, add button click event. We need to add one C# code for adding these values, these text box values we need to add as one record into our student table, student database table. Also that added table will be added immediately inside this grid view as well. So we need to do this code on click event of this add button. So we go towards the coding window. Here we already added this function protected void LBL insert click, and here our source code. Inside our source code there is one property on click LBL insert click. So our control goes towards that particular function after click on that add button, add link button. Now what we code here inside source code, if we see the insert command carefully, insert command, insert into student, these values we need to pass only: student name, course, city, and values comes from these parameters. Okay, and for insert parameters, these are the parameters. Now there is no need to pass ID value, because ID is automatically generated, auto incremented field. So only these values we need to pass to this insert query. Now these parameter values are comes from our added text boxes. Okay, these parameter values we are fill up by using these text boxes. So this functionality we are doing inside this code, C# code. So here I am writing the code as GridView, GridView 1 dot GridView 1 dot here we need to give as the code here SQL data source insert parameters. So we are adding these parameter values from the text boxes. Now what are the text box names? txt city, then txt course, then txt sname. These are the text box values. These text box values we are given to these parameters and fire the insert command to this SQL data source. ID is SQL data source 1. So we are writing here SQL data source 1 dot insert parameters, and inside this we are giving the first parameter as student name. Okay, what is the parameter here? Stud name, then course, then city. So these parameters we are added. Dot default value we are giving default value as GridView 1 dot find control, and inside it we are finding the control as control value is txt sname. Now we are converting this to text box. This is typecasting, and then we are giving that text box text value. So this is the final statement. Text box text value, that text box is not directly on our web page. That text box is inside GridView. So we find that control inside GridView and then convert it in as a text box, and that text box text property we are giving as the parameter value for this SQL data source 1 insert parameters of student name. So for student name parameter, we are giving the text property of txts name control. So in this way we are giving all the other properties. So I am copying this line and pasting 2 times, because there are three values. Second value is course and third value is city, because ID we don't give. So all the text boxes, so I am giving here course. All other need to be same. So this value is text box student name, this value is text box course, this value is text box city. After setting the parameter values, we are firing the SQL data source 1 dot insert command we are firing. Okay, so our insert query will be run with the help of these parameters. So this work we done. Now we see what is the output after running our application. Here is our output. Now we see we can add or not inside our table. Now I am giving here Archana Shah and the course is MBA and the city as Vita. Okay, now I am clicking on this add button. Then what I required or what I expect, this record will be added inside the database table student as well as inside this grid view. That effect will be updated inside this grid view as well. So that effect we want. Now we are already adding the functionality or code inside C#. Now we check that record, this record will be added or not. Now I am clicking on this add button and see how our page is loading. There is one error. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Okay, txts name dot text. Okay, now we see all the values. stud underscore name, and what is the text box name? txts name. Okay, text box txts name. Find control txts name. What is the grid view name? Here, grid view 1. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Here inside grid view there is one footer row, so we need to add GridView 1 dot footer row and then dot find control. So this we need to do. Because of this there is one error. dog. Now it's okay. Then let's run and see what will be the output. Here is one error. Now if I give some value and click on add, then our record will be added. Then record is added here. So once again, if I add one record as Prajakta Mari BCA and Sangli. Now this record is added here. If I edit this record and if I change the spelling of Sangli, click on update, then this record is updated. So in this way we have seen how we can edit or update, delete and add one record inside our GridView as well as in our database table. If we go towards the database and see the records of this student table, then those two records already added inside a database table as well. Whatever the records we have added, this Archana Shah and Prajakta Mari, we see inside the database table as well. See here Archana Shah and Prajakta Mari. These two records are added inside the database table as well as the immediate effect we will see inside this GridView as well. So in this way we can add, update and delete operation we are doing on this GridView. So in next video we see the GridView with an image control. If some student want to add one record with the image, means that image name or image first we need to upload inside our project. From anywhere you can upload the image inside your project folder, and then that project or that image name we store inside the database. So in next video we see the product gallery page. We have already shown the product gallery page, but now we need to add one record inside that product information table with image upload functionality. So see you in that video. Thank you.